Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
MVT-PCA.
ATIP454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So we got a reveal, not a full trailer for Mass Effect, and it was like, oh, Mass Effect is still happening. Okay.
Yeah, which is good.
The music.
The music
that always hits me. I love BioWare music in their RPGs.
Yes,
and
so good.
Everyone, Andromeda. If I wish there was a way that I could go back in time and give the game good graphics for the facial animations, would the reviews have been as bad?
No, it wouldn't have.
Because the combat was great.
Yep.
I like the jetpack. The way they added the jetpack. I like the abilities. The characters were fun.
The story's incredible.
I liked the story.
The story was awesome.
If they didn't have Miss Clownface and just awful looking people,
and
the game would have been better received. I guarantee it.
And we don't have people at BioWare bragging how good the faces are going to look.
There was so much that led to the Andromeda being bad, and none of it was the actual gameplay. Because I liked some of the stuff because it's way in the future because they were in the arcs and they were asleep.
Yep. And
it was cool because it was a whole new galaxy. You know, Andromeda it was away from Earth and it was away from all that stuff.
Well, even the Milky Way.
And it was new aliens for BioWare, new like concepts of how people traveled and abilities.
I like that race that one guy was because they're kind of like almost water people and how they were created. And like because they had this whole big like religion, and then you end up finding out they were just created.
Yeah,
they were a species that was specifically created to survive this their world. So they would thrive because they wanted life. They wanted things to live and grow. And he kind of figured that out, and it was like, well, like literally his whole world exploded in his mind because all about the gods and goddesses, none of that's true.
No, that's
they
true.
were just made.
And then how the bad guys were basically, since everyone has similar DNA, they would just take you and make you one of them.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a weird kind of like collective or more like Borg, but they would just turn you into that. Also, I love too is that the other species, they use different powers. Like they didn't use Mass Effect, like the energy to like manipulate fields. They had electricity powers, like literally like could blow things up and like.
So when it comes to Mass Effect, I think the story and the gameplay was still fine. Guys, you cannot not release crappy looking models for your characters in game. They cannot do it. You can look up the whole story about how that happened. They just like some off-brand Chinese company to finish the work, and they gave them crappy Chinese work.
Why would you do that?
Because they wanted to save 2 pennies because EA is a bunch of freaking tightwads.
But guess what? That cost you the potential for new DLC.
Yeah,
you get none of
they
that.
got nothing.
Yep.
Even though they hinted at it, I want them to finish. I almost wish like they can make the new Mass Effect game and Andromeda side story so we could just finish that story.
See, because this looks like it takes place before. Because how again? I cannot remember the alien races and everything. How long do they live?
Oh, sorry, they live thousands of years.
So she could still be alive.
This is what I think. It could either be in the future because Yara could be like because she was young. She was 218 or something like that, or 223, and they lived for thousands of years. So yeah, this could be like 800 years later.
Yeah. Because you see, like a snowy planet, and she cleans off a piece of armor and it's the N7s.
And also N7s, not necessarily Shepard, but those are the elite.
The top line Spectre guys that are like, ding, ding, top line. You don't get you hit an N7.
Yeah, the Navy, that's like their top officer is an N7.
Well, and you have the ability to go do whatever the hell you got to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's not the Krogans. They only live 40 years. Their lifetime's pretty short.
Yeah, they live. Well, actually, no. Krogans live to be 400. It's the
Morris's
people that live only 40 years.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, because they're super smart and their life is way shorter than other species, so they feel like they have to do as much as they possibly can. So
that's what was funny because he talked to Mort and he's like, "Oh, my grandson, he's like starting. He's 18. He's like, oh, he's already like college grad at 18. He's like, don't make fun of him.
Yeah,
because like he's that 18 for them is like, oh my gosh, he graduated when he was like 30.
40.
Yeah, 40. Like
because they live because that's half their life's over.
That's half their life's over.
So there's a lot of cool stuff in the Mass Effect world is worth revisiting, and I'm glad it's still happening.
Yes,
because again, for as much crap as Andromeda got, if you just take into gameplay and just the story, it isn't bad.
No,
guys, it's not bad. To say that it was awful, it's terrible. Really, you didn't like that combat? That combat was so much fun.
Yep,
I liked it because you can jump up in the air and use your jump pack. It was a different way to change up the whole
It was, yeah, and also I loved the multiplayer too. When
Yeah,
you could
that
play
was
in a
cool.
Squad and you had to capture things, and you had your own like thought squads you can send out. I thought that was really cool.
I would
love
like
that.
to see a story where somehow from John they go back to the Milky Way, but the Reavers, wherever they're called, resetted everything again. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Like
Everyone's back to caveman again.
That's so because we literally have no idea what happened.
Yeah. They don't know. They left, so they have no idea what they did.
Yeah, so that would be interesting. Or those bad guys from the Andromeda come to our galaxy.
Yeah, see, there's all kinds
Those
of
are the things you can do.
The universe is vast and varied, really.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But overall, I like that. Again, just EA. You got to spend the money. Whatever it effing takes, spend the effing money and get it done.
This franchise is deserving of lasting forever.
The only ones you to spend money on is this and
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age's not bad either, but Anthem.
Yeah, they're redoing Anthem altogether.
Yeah.
That's a whole other beast.
Yeah,
Like, they're literally going to change the whole entire game.
Well, they
Just make that part too.
Yeah.
The thing is, endgame. The end game of all these different games is where they go to die.
Yeah.
Because the story and everything was fun and I liked it, but once you finish the final mission, you're like, okay, what do I do now? And it just isn't fun. And that's happened with like a dozen games.
Yeah.
You get to the end game and nothing's
You
fun
have
anymore.
you have to have things to keep people coming back.
Yep.
But yeah, EA, spend the fucking money.
Yeah.
Whoever's got the purse strings, you break all the fingers, you rip it right open, and whatever they need to make this look good, make it
Guess
look
what? In the
good.
long run, the little money you're going to save is not going to help when you don't make those sales.
Yeah.
Yep.
It won't matter.
And you're the laughing effing stock of the internet.
Yep.
I'm glad I saved $1,000. You freaking cheap bastard.
Yeah, when you lost millions.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah, and your game's now a meme.
Yeah,
so.
it's a meme. It's all the only thing that remembers Andromeda is a big meme, and that's bad. That sucks because it actually wasn't that bad of a game.